The streets of Montana were silent that New Year's Eve, blanketed under a thick layer of snow that reflected the soft glow of the distant city lights. Emma stood alone on the narrow porch of her small, weathered apartment, her hands buried deep in the pockets of her worn coat. The cold bit through the fabric, making her shiver, but the chill outside wasn't nearly as harsh as the emptiness she felt inside. Just hours ago, she had watched the countdown on a cracked television screen, surrounded by strangers on a crowded street, but the joy everyone else seemed to share only reminded her of what she had lost. Her life had been a series of setbacks lately, each one cutting a little deeper than the last. Her job at the downtown cafe had vanished after the owner closed suddenly, leaving her with nothing. Bills piled up on the tiny kitchen counter, a silent reminder of the months she had struggled to keep afloat. Even her savings had dwindled to nothing, gone toward rent, groceries, and desperate attempts to stay afloat. Friends had moved on, family was distant, and loneliness had become her constant companion. She whispered softly to herself, "There's no future for me, no chance, no hope." The fireworks started abruptly, exploding in bright reds, blues, and golds across the distant hills. Most people would have cheered, hugged, or kissed a loved one, but Emma watched the lights silently, feeling nothing. They illuminated her small figure for a brief moment before fading into the darkness. Her heart ached with the weight of years of disappointment, and she imagined herself as just another shadow swallowed by the winter night. A faint rumble broke the quiet, the low growl of a truck engine. She turned her head and squinted through the snow, spotting headlights piercing the night. A sleek black pickup rolled slowly to a stop in front of the building, sending small clouds of steam into the icy air. The driver's door opened, and out stepped a man whose presence immediately seemed to command attention. Tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a tailored coat that brushed his knees, he looked every bit the rancher from the storybooks she had always admired from afar. His dark hair caught the glint of the streetlight, and his eyes, warm yet intense, met hers. "Are you okay?" he called out over the faint whistle of the wind. There was no judgment in his voice, only curiosity and a surprising gentleness. Emma hesitated, unsure whether to answer. He took a cautious step closer, his boots crunching against the snow. "You look like you could use some help, or at least a warm drink," he added, his tone friendly but firm, as if he could sense the storm inside her. Emma's lips parted, but no words came. The cold, the loneliness, and the weight of her past seemed suddenly tangible, pressing down harder than ever. Yet, there was something about this stranger, an unspoken strength and calm, that made her pause, that made her consider the possibility that maybe, just maybe, life could offer her a small spark of hope tonight. The man held out a hand, not demanding, but inviting. "Name's Daniel," he said simply. "I've got a truck, a warm place nearby, and maybe a fresh start if you're willing." Emma blinked at him, the first flicker of hope stirring within her chest. For the first time in months, she considered the idea that her life could change, not by magic, not by luck, but by someone willing to extend a hand when all doors seemed closed. She took a cautious step forward, her heart beating faster, the snow crunching beneath her boots. Maybe tonight wasn't the end after all. Emma hesitated for a moment, unsure if she should trust a stranger on a snow-covered street in the middle of Montana. The warmth from the truck's headlights and the faint scent of leather and pine drew her closer, and finally, she nodded. "Okay, I guess," she murmured, her voice almost lost in the whisper of the wind. Daniel smiled gently, opening the passenger door with a careful hand, and Emma climbed in, grateful for the small bubble of warmth that instantly enveloped her. The truck's heater hummed to life, and the chill that had clung to her for hours slowly began to fade. The road ahead was quiet, the snow muffling every sound except the truck's tires rolling over the ice-crusted asphalt. Outside, the world was a blur of white, the landscape untouched, serene, and strangely hopeful. Emma watched the snowflakes drift past the window, catching the light like tiny stars, and felt a flicker of something she hadn't felt in months, possibility. Daniel didn't rush to fill the silence. Instead, he drove with calm assurance, occasionally glancing at her through the rearview mirror. "You must be freezing," he finally said. "Here, take this." From the passenger seat, he handed her a thick scarf, soft and warm. She accepted it with a small, grateful smile, wrapping it around her neck. The gesture was simple, but it carried a weight she hadn't expected, someone noticing her, offering care without a question. I don't know where I'm going," Emma admitted quietly, her breath fogging the glass as she spoke. "Everything's just falling apart." Her voice wavered, but Daniel didn't interrupt. Instead, he nodded as if he understood completely, as if he had seen this kind of pain before. "We all have times like that," he said. "Sometimes life closes doors so we can find the ones we're really meant to walk through. I have a ranch not far from here, lots of space, work to do, and, maybe room for someone who wants a fresh start." His words weren't pushy, they were an offer, simple and steady, like the truck carrying them through the storm. Emma looked at him, searching for any hint of insincerity, but found none. There was only an unspoken honesty in his eyes, and in that moment, she realized she had little to lose. The thought of staying trapped in her tiny apartment, facing another year of loneliness and uncertainty, was unbearable. Perhaps taking a chance, risky as it seemed, was the only way forward. By the time they reached the ranch, the snowstorm had softened into a gentle fall, like nature itself was welcoming her arrival. The cabin's lights glowed through the haze, warm and inviting against the cold night. Horses stirred in the distance, their silhouettes framed by the snow-covered fields. Emma stepped out of the truck, her boots sinking into the soft snow, and felt a mixture of fear and exhilaration. Daniel held the door open, his hand steady and reassuring. "Welcome to the ranch," he said simply. "You can take your first steps towards something new tonight, if you're willing." Emma swallowed, feeling the weight of her past begin to lift, if only slightly. For the first time in months, she allowed herself to hope. Maybe, just maybe, this unexpected encounter was the beginning of a life she hadn't dared to imagine. A life filled with warmth, purpose, and perhaps even happiness. The ranch was more beautiful than Emma had ever imagined. As she stepped through the cabin door, the warmth of the fire washed over her, chasing away the last remnants of the cold Montana night. The scent of pine, hay, and freshly baked bread mingled in the air, creating a homey atmosphere she hadn't felt in years. Daniel led her inside, showing her the modest yet welcoming rooms, each simple but full of life. Her eyes lingered on the large windows that framed the snow-covered fields beyond, the horses grazing peacefully under the pale moonlight. For the first time, she felt a sense of possibility. Daniel gave her a tour of the ranch, explaining the daily tasks and responsibilities. She would help care for the horses, feed the chickens, and tend to the greenhouse filled with vegetables and herbs. At first, the work seemed overwhelming, but Daniel guided her patiently, teaching her the rhythm of ranch life. He never treated her like an outsider or a servant, every instruction came with encouragement and respect. Emma marveled at the way he noticed the little things, how she struggled with a feed bucket, how her boots slipped in the snow, or how hesitant she was with the horses. Each time, he offered gentle guidance, and slowly, her confidence began to grow. By evening, the two of them sat by the fire with mugs of steaming cocoa. The cabin glowed with a soft, golden light, and outside, the snow fell quietly, blanketing the world in silence. They shared stories of their pasts. Emma spoke of lost jobs and broken dreams. Daniel spoke of running the ranch after his father's passing and the loneliness that often accompanied the wide open spaces. There was no judgment in their conversation, only understanding. Emma laughed quietly at one of his stories, the sound strange yet comforting to her ears. She realized she hadn't laughed like that in months. As the night deepened, Emma felt an unfamiliar warmth in her chest. It wasn't just the fire or the cocoa, it was the realization that someone cared about her, not out of pity, but because they genuinely wanted to see her thrive. Daniel watched her quietly, and she caught the flicker of something unspoken in his eyes. For the first time, Emma understood that the past didn't have to define her future. She could shape it herself, step by step, with someone by her side who believed in her when she had stopped believing in herself. By the time she lay down in the guest room, exhaustion tugging at her eyelids, Emma felt a strange mix of peace and anticipation. The snow continued to fall outside, but inside, she felt warmth and hope stirring. Maybe the new year wouldn't be about endings, she thought, but beginnings. Hard, uncertain beginnings, but beginnings nonetheless. She drifted off to sleep with the soft crackle of the fire in the background, a small smile on her lips, and the faint but persistent thought that for the first time in a long while, life might actually be beautiful again. The days on the ranch passed in a rhythm Emma had never known, yet one she quickly came to embrace. Morning light spilled across the frost-covered fields, and she rose early to help Daniel tend to the animals. The horses whinnied softly as she approached, their warmth and trust slowly coaxing her out of the shell she had built over years of disappointment. Feeding the chickens, gathering eggs, and checking the fences became tasks she looked forward to, each small accomplishment restoring a confidence she had long believed lost. She discovered a satisfaction in work that was honest and tangible, where results could be seen, felt, and appreciated. Daniel watched quietly as she grew more adept with the daily chores. His presence was steady, a silent reassurance that she wasn't alone in this new chapter. Sometimes he would offer a suggestion or a gentle correction, but always with encouragement rather than criticism. Emma began to notice the subtleties of life on the ranch, the way sunlight caught the frost on the barn roof, how the horses responded to soft tones, and how the greenhouse thrived under careful attention. Each observation made her feel connected to something larger, a world that felt alive and meaningful, unlike the hollow days she had left behind in the city. One evening, after a long day of work, they paused on the porch to watch the sun set over the snow-dusted hills. The sky glowed in shades of pink and gold, reflecting off the icy fields below. Daniel handed Emma a steaming mug of cocoa, and they stood side by side, silent but content. Finally, he spoke softly. "You've brought a light to this place," he said, eyes on the horizon. "It's more than just helping with chores. You've changed the feel of the ranch, of my life too, in ways you may not realize." Emma's heart thumped in her chest. She had grown accustomed to self-doubt, to believing her presence could barely make a difference. Yet here was someone strong, grounded, and honest, telling her she mattered. A mix of gratitude, pride, and something more tender rose within her. She looked at him, words caught in her throat, realizing she had begun to trust not only this man but the possibility of herself. Days blended into weeks, each one teaching her something new, about work, resilience, and quiet joy. She laughed more freely now, helped Daniel plan the ranch's seasonal tasks, and even found herself speaking confidently to the animals as if they understood her in ways humans sometimes couldn't. Slowly, the fear of failure that had shadowed her life began to recede, replaced with determination, purpose, and a warmth that extended beyond the ranch's cabin walls. As she prepared for bed that night, Emma paused by the window and looked out at the sprawling fields blanketed in moonlight. Her reflection in the glass revealed a woman transformed, not just by the work she had done, but by the trust and kindness she had received. Somewhere deep inside, she realized that hope was no longer fragile. It had grown strong, rooted in the quiet strength of the ranch, and in the gentle presence of the man who had offered her a new beginning when she had thought the world had abandoned her. The morning sun cast a golden glow over the ranch, glinting off the frost that still clung to the fields. Emma stepped outside, breathing in the crisp, clean air, feeling alive in a way she hadn't in years. The quiet beauty of the land stretched endlessly before her, snow-dusted hills, grazing horses, and the distant outline of mountains bathed in morning light. She sipped her coffee from a steaming mug, the warmth grounding her, and allowed herself a small, contented smile. This peaceful, purposeful life, was something she had thought impossible just weeks ago. Daniel emerged from the cabin, carrying a basket of fresh eggs and smiling at her. "Morning," he said casually, though his eyes sparkled with something warmer. Emma returned his smile, a quiet comfort settling between them. They moved around each other with easy familiarity, performing chores together, feeding the animals, checking fences, and repairing a broken section of the barn. Every action was accompanied by small talk, laughter, and occasional moments of silence that didn't feel awkward but rather natural. It was in these simple, shared routines that Emma realized how much she had grown, not just in skill, but in confidence and peace of mind. By midday, Emma found herself at the greenhouse, tending to the rows of vegetables and herbs with careful attention. She traced the leaves, watered the soil, and marveled at the way life seemed to flourish under her care. Daniel joined her after checking on the livestock, leaning against the doorway and watching her with a soft smile. "You've come a long way," he said. "Not just here, but everywhere you were afraid to go before." Emma's cheeks flushed slightly, but she felt a surge of pride. She was no longer the lost, uncertain woman who had wandered into his truck on a snowy New Year's Eve. As evening approached, they paused on the porch to watch the sunset. The sky blazed with hues of orange and pink, reflecting off the snow in a magical display. Daniel handed Emma a cup of cocoa, and for a moment, they simply stood side by side, taking in the world around them. Then he turned to her, voice low and sincere. "I never expected to meet someone like you. You've changed everything here, and I think I've changed too." Emma met his gaze, seeing truth and warmth mirrored in his eyes. For the first time, she didn't feel unworthy of connection, love, or happiness. That night, as she lay in bed, Emma reflected on the journey she had undertaken. From the despair of her lonely apartment to the wide-open fields of the ranch, she had discovered strength she didn't know she had, learned to trust herself, and allowed someone else to care for her. The future, once bleak and uncertain, now felt full of possibilities, work she loved, friendships that nourished her, and perhaps something deeper with Daniel, a connection built on respect, trust, and shared life. As the first stars appeared over the snow-dusted hills, Emma closed her eyes and smiled. She was no longer standing alone. The past had not defined her, and the new year had not brought fear, it had brought a beginning. A fresh start, a chance to live fully, to hope boldly, and to embrace the life she had always dreamed of, right here, on the ranch, by the side of the man who had shown her that beginnings were always possible, even when the world seemed lost.